Okay, it's about Haha Joker. And today, Monday Night Football, obviously Raiders versus Cowboys. But before we get into that, the Broncos game. So, obviously the Broncos game happened last week. We lost 10-7, and I've been seeing a lot of different things being said on issues and things of that nature with the Raiders. Um, the biggest one is Chip Kelly. Um, I don't know why Chip Kelly is even being brought up as far as potentially getting let go or fired. I understand he's one of the highest paid OCs, and it seems like people are under the impression that the offense isn't doing good because of Chip Kelly's play call. I understand that, like, early in the year, Genty should have been getting the ball a lot more. But besides that obvious fact, I personally think Chip Kelly has done a good job play calling. I just don't think the person executing the play calls is doing a good enough job in Geno Smith. The fact of the matter is, like, even if... Okay, let's take it to the Broncos game, right? Now, a lot of people I've seen this a lot, that a lot of people have been asking, well, why did Brock Bowers go for 100 plus receiving yards, and then going against the Broncos, he gets like pretty much nothing? Now, understand something. The Broncos defense is not the Jags defense. That's obvious. That's quite apparent. But I'm sure the Broncos probably game plan for the Raiders and so on and so forth. Once again, I watched the game, but watching the game and watching film are two different things, right? I'm hoping a lot of people know. If you don't know, when teams watch film, they're not watching the game how we watch it. It's completely different, right? They're seeing way more of everything than what we see, what's going on downfield. The camera's on the quarterback. Once he throws it, the camera moves to where he throws it. That's not what they see on film. So I don't know if the Broncos game plan for Brock Bowers or not. I really don't, right? Because maybe Chip Kelly implemented a scheme for him and the Broncos stopped it. Or for some people, what they think, Chip Kelly just didn't implement one of the best tight ends in the NFL right now into the game plan after coming off of a 100 plus receiving yard game against the Jags. I don't know. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, right? Let's just say Chip Kelly did not implement Brock Bowers into the offense. And within that, let's just say that the Broncos did do a good job of stymieing Brock Bowers, right? Let's just say both of these are true. Well, as an OC, what do you do next? You give other players opportunities when your best player is unable to get open or unable to execute, or not execute the game plan, but he's just not able to get open, right? This now in return gives other players opportunities to help you win the game. Had a touchdown called back because Deontay Thornton went for a block, went for I don't know if it's a chip block or a pick block. There we go. Went for a pick block on Trey Tucker's guy, which went for a touchdown and got called back. And Deontay Thornton also dropped a big time pass. And along with that, obviously special teams, right? All of these factors stem from having other players not being able to execute. Now, again, so far, this is 2 games in a row that we cannot blame Geno Smith for these games. It's literally other things, right? Even the pick, right? Because some people will see Geno Smith, you'll see, 143 yards, but he threw a pick and no touchdowns. But again, if you watch the game, the pick, it wasn't his fault. Ball hit Ashton Genty right in the chest, ball popped up in the air. What can you do? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But once again, on the opposite end, defense came and did their thing. 150 yards for Bo Nix, but he had only 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, right? Even Jinty got into the end zone. But again, this game came down to special teams. It's really a simple case of the Raiders, out of any team in the NFL, right? The Raiders itself is the epitome of, if it's not one thing, it's another. They are the kings of that right now, because it's literally if Geno Smith is putting up a gym against the Jags, the defense doesn't come along. If we're having a close tuck game against a divisional team, right, in the Broncos, got a chance to win, special teams lets us down, which is crazy because special teams put us in some of these great positions. AJ Cole was having a great punting game. 2 times that he put the Broncos within their 5. And block punt, right? Missed, like it's always something. Always. So again, I've been seeing it a lot. Is it Chip Kelly's fault? No, I don't think it is. The only thing I can fault Chip Kelly for this season is not getting the ball to Jinty enough early on in the season. That is literally it. But the person who needs to execute these play calls is not good. Geno Smith is not good. He's second in the league for picks. Second. Right? Out of all 32 teams, right? Or any eligible quarterbacks that have played second string or whatever, he has the most picks in the NFL. And it really does say a lot when you have that quarterback needing to execute your offensive game plan. Right? It's just, to me, it's just as simple as Geno Smith. If we're going to sit here and question whether or not Chip Kelly should have a job, then it should just be as equally questioned if Geno Smith should be starting, which has always been the thing. I don't know how the blame has been switched from Geno Smith having the most picks in the NFL to, or at one point having the most picks in the NFL, he's second now, to now Chip Kelly is on the hot seat. I don't see how that translated. And it's like, okay, I get it. Brock Bowers wasn't involved in this Broncos game as much as he should have been. But we're acting as if the Raiders didn't have opportunities to make plays without him. We had a touchdown callback. We had a deep pass that fell incomplete that hit Deontay Thornton in both his hands. All these things happened that could have won us the game. And once again, I don't watch film. I don't know if Brock Bowers was open downfield. I don't know if Chip Kelly just wasn't implementing him in defense. I don't know if the Broncos game plan for Brock Bowers. I have no idea. Right? All I can go off is what I saw in the facts. Facts are there were other opportunities for the Raiders to score and win this game, and it just didn't work out. That's not due to Chip Kelly's game plan. Chip Kelly can't go out there and catch the ball for Thornton, right? Chip Kelly can't go out there and pick block somebody for Deontay Thornton and let Trey Tucker go in for the end zone. He can't do these things. All he can do is play call. And he play called his ass off. It just so happens that shit didn't pan out. And that's not on him. Right? I'm sure Chip Kelly throughout the season, I'm sure Chip Kelly is not calling these offensive plays for them to get picked off. To me, it's just as simple as we've seen in the NFL. This has already been a talking point. It's already been discussed plenty of times. We've seen throughout this whole season so far, we've seen quarterbacks get benched for a whole lot less than what Geno Smith has been doing. Now, whether or not Kenny Pickett is better, whether or not Aiden O'Connell is better, which it doesn't matter because he's injured, but whether or not these quarterbacks are better than Geno Smith, it's whatever. I'm just tired of watching Geno Smith not get the job done. Right? There's only been like maybe 3 games so far that I can say Geno Smith is played good. 3. So is that at fault of Chip Kelly? I don't think so. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Am I tripping? I just don't think Chip Kelly should be at fault for this offense not moving the way it is, because the person executing your play calls is just not doing his job. So again, there's not much to really get into about this game. It just is what it is. Brock Bowers, 1 reception, 31 yards. I mean, like I said, it's not good. But again, yes, our best receiver, tight end, whatever, it wasn't as involved. But we saw in the game there was opportunities for them to put up points. Tyler Lockett has the most receptions. Michael Mayer had 3 receptions. Deontay Thornton, I mean, it's a lot of different things in my opinion that went wrong in this game. And like I said, I think the biggest thing is I think this is not a situation where you can say that, oh well, it's Chip Kelly's fault for not getting Brock Bowers more involved. Because again, I don't know if the Broncos just took him completely out of the game and they were just covering him like crazy. I don't know. Right? Maybe Geno Smith just couldn't find him. Who knows? Who really knows? But here's what I will say. Again, the one fact that I do know 110% as far as this game goes is that even with Brock Bowers not being a contributing factor like he was in the Jags game, there were still opportunities for the Raiders to win this game. And they got taken away because of drop catches, clear drop catches, a pick that hit Genty right in the chest, and a flag on a pick play that got called back that was a touchdown. I know that for a fact. So since then, we know they fired their special teams coach, right? So it's interesting, right? Interesting to me that the Raiders go this entire season of not having special team problems, and they run into one game where special teams let them down, and then they fire the coach. Yet we cannot bench a quarterback who has the most picks in the NFL, or second most picks in the NFL, right? And then we're quick to want to go fire Chip Kelly. So I don't know, man. There's a lot of problems, man. A lot of problems going on with this team, and it's not looking any kind of good, bro. It's not. But we got Cowboys tonight. Again, this was a game I had them losing, and for obvious reasons. Cowboys, like I already said in that previous video, Cowboys have a high-powered offense. Dak Prescott is doing his thing with the weapons that he has. But the defense is ass, to say the least. Right? So we know, right, how this goes. I'm going to say I had the Cowboys winning. If I had to put my money down, it's on the Cowboys, right? But I'll play devil's advocate. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say that if the Raiders are going to win this game, which the biggest reason of why I give them so little, very little leadway to even win this game is because in order to win this game, Geno has to be in a shootout. He has to be in a shootout with Dak Prescott. I just don't think he can win. Because when you're asking, again, because, you know, if we get Jags Geno, Okay. Got a shot. Got a good shot. If you're gonna give me Jacksonville Jaguars, Geno Smith, okay. Then we might have a good Monday night game. Right? But if Geno regresses to what he has been throughout the entirety of this season, not just one game, then yeah, Geno's going to have to throw the ball 40 times, and at least 3 to 4 of those are going to be picked off. So, it is what it is. We'll see what happens, right? But Cowboys at our house, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Again, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen for sure. But as it is too, the Chiefs, man, they might be done. They might be dead in the water at this point. At 500, 5-5 record. I mean, Denver is, I'm not gonna lie, man. The AFC West has been ass this season in general, from top to bottom. When you got Denver, a team that barely beat us at the top of the division, after putting it on the Chiefs too, this is the most weirdest division in football, in my opinion. Right? Outside of the Colts doing what they're doing with Daniel Jones, but I mean, shit, at least they've been consistent. It's like the Chargers team to me is like, they're good enough just to get into a playoff and then lose. Like, they're good enough to be considered a playoff team, but like, bro, just barely. Denver is not a playoff team, and they're at the top of this division at 9-2. Raiders, again, like I've already said, they're the epitome all season long. Dead ass all season long. They are the epitome of, if it's not one thing, it's another. And the Chiefs fall from grace. Like I said, playing devil's advocate, if we're going to get the Geno Smith that played in that Jaguars game, this is going to be a game. It's going to be a game to watch, right? Both quarterbacks going to seemingly put up easily 350. Easily. Because, I'm be honest with you, the Raiders DBs are butt juice. The only shining light they got on that team right now is Max and Devin White. Everybody else, I got no faith in anybody else on that defense. Offensively, we already know what time it is. So we'll see what we get. See what we get tonight. Like I said, if I had to put my money down, it's gonna have to be on the Cowboys, man. But either way, man, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about this absolute dumpster fire of a game that they put up against the Broncos? Y'all let me know, bro. Who are y'all? Who can y'all say that y'all think is the blame for this Broncos game? What no matter what you want to say, whether Chip Kelly play called for Brock Bowers or he didn't, or if the Broncos knew they were going to play call for him and they just stymied him. Whatever it might be, in my opinion, the Raiders had an opportunity to win this game. And they were going to do it without their best player. To me, that's good play call. If your best player can be taken out of a game and you can still win that game, to me, that's good play call. But y'all let me know in the comment section below. Either way, man, if you guys enjoy content like this, man, make sure you guys drop a like. Also, let me know who you guys got tonight between the Raiders and the Cowboys. But if you guys enjoy content like this, man, make sure you guys drop a like. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. Only takes 1 second. With that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.